today I didn't really do much, but I want to tell you about some of the websites that I usually go to when I look for ticket deals or plane tickets for cheap. I don't really contact a travel agent. I don't have that kind of money. What I do is I go to this one website. It's called Vayama. I'll link it down below, but it's VAYAMA.com, Vayama.com. And it's kind of weird because when I first found it, I was like, what the hell kind of website is this? Because it just seems sketchy. And when you look up their name, there's like so many complaints against them. But then when I started reading the complaints, it was more about, customers booking and then not being able to travel on those dates that they booked it on. And then they wanted to change the booking. And of course, if you want to change the booking, your price changes. And people would get mad at that, go up like $400 or $500, which is understandable because they had the deal on a different day, on the day that you booked it. So those are the complaints that I mostly have seen. So, and the other thing is when you've completed the booking on Vayama, they have to verify the credit card that you purchased or that you used to purchase the tickets. So they'll call you and they'll ask you questions about the credit card, your address, your zip code, all those. And then just to make sure that it's yours, then they have to verify it through Visa. I know it sounds crazy, but then they have to verify it through Visa. And after they verify it, you wait like 2 days and then your ticket is confirmed. So usually I try to book like 2 weeks. I set up like alerts, and the alerts will send me an email. But by that time, I know how much money I want to spend. So when a ticket price comes through for like $840 or $900, that's when I just jump on it because it's so expensive, to go to South Africa. It's anything from $1,100 to $1,500 if you want to travel on premium days, which is like close to Christmas or New Year's. That's like $1,800. So that's why I'm not sure what I'm gonna do still with my flying to South Africa. So yeah, so that's how I do it. I go online, I set up alerts through TripAdvisor, Travelzoo, Vayama, and I think it's Cheap Tickets. And those four. And the one thing that you have to remember is when you are looking, like say on your iPhone, which is the easiest for me because then I can do this task that I'm going to tell you in just a second. You have to clean your cache. That means you go to your settings, you go to Safari, and under Safari on the bottom, it will say clean cache. You clean it so the website doesn't know that you've been there before. Because if you keep just searching and searching every day, it saves those cookies, and it remembers that you were there. So it's not going to give you the best price every time because they know people don't just stay there. They're going to keep looking because they're going to say, oh, I know this is a good price, but I think it's cheaper. But then they come back and it's a little bit more. And then you think, oh, crap, now I have to buy it. So that's what I do. I clean it. Even on my computer, if I use my computer, you would have to look up your settings for your computer. But that's what I do. I save, or I don't save my history, and I clear my history and my cache, and then I get better deals every single time. Last year when I went to Vietnam, tickets were going for $950 and up, $970 and up. And I actually got mine for $721. $721. I was round trip. The only thing that you really have to also pay attention to, if you are booking like that and you're like, oh my God, it's $600, check the layover time or check the entire transit time. You know, if you're going to be in, like, it will show 36 hours, or one I looked at and it was like Ethiopia Air, and it was like 42 hours. So the whole transit, that's not even including me getting to the airport or me from the airport and my in between. It was just the whole thing, because I had like a 20-hour layover somewhere, and I was just like, no. And most of the time, like, say if you buy through like Emirates, they will, because a friend of mine told me this, they will set you up in a hotel if your layover is more than 8 hours. Like my friend, I think they had 13-hour layover when they went to South Africa, and they were in Dubai. So they were sent to like a hotel, which is nice, but I don't want to lay over that long. But sometimes you have to, because when I went to Vietnam, I had a layover for 18 hours in Tokyo, and I didn't get a visa, so I had to stay in the airport for 18 hours. Good thing is, in Japan, there is a hotel in the airport. Like when you're walking, you know how usually if you've ever been to an airport where behind the gates, after you say goodbye to your family, there's like this area where people get together, they can shop and buy all kinds of stuff. You can actually rent a hotel room, and that's where the hotel room is in Japan, which was amazing. It was $146 freaking dollars. But you know, coming from Vietnam, I felt so nasty. I mean, my hair was gross. It was like this, but it was so humid in Vietnam that my makeup would sweat off. I just looked disgusting. So I had to take a shower. I had to, you know, do my hair, and it was so freaking nice. It was, everything was clean. The room had white sheets, and the bed, I mean, had white sheets, and the linens were beautiful. I got my robe, the slippers, everything was white, and they supplied the hair dryer, you know, just everything was there. The shampoo, it wasn't the little ones where you have to, excuse me, can I get more? It was the big ones. So that was a nice experience for me in Tokyo, and it was not at the Tokyo airport, regular Tokyo. It was at the, I think it's called Haneda, Haneda, airport in Tokyo. And but yeah, it was nice. It was very nice. So that's an idea if you are willing. And it still didn't cost me as much, because what did I pay? $721. I still saved $100, you know, after everything, including the hotel room. The only reason why I paid that much, I probably would have paid way more or way less, was because when I got there, they were out of rooms. They didn't have, not out of well, out of single rooms. They didn't have any single rooms, so they only had double, you know, like the queen size bed. And I was just like, I'll take it. It was like, I was so tired, and I was ready to sleep. I was ready to take a shower and just, you know, be ready for my last leg home, because it was Tokyo to LAX, and it was just, I was ready. So, but yeah, those are ways that you can save, and you can get better deals for tickets.